Hello everyone, I am Vinashri Gaurang Kakade, working as a lecturer in Brahmadev Dadamane Polytechnic from a Department of Computer Technology. Today I am going to teach you the subject Database Management System. The subject code is 22319 and this subject is for CM3I students. Chapter number 1 is Database System Concept. Chapter number 1 Database System Concept. The weightage of this chapter for theory exam 16 to 20 marks. The points covered in this chapter are concept of a database, DBMS, advantages of a DBMS and applications of a DBMS. Also, we will see the what is database abstraction and also the overall structure of the DBMS. Also, we will see the data modeling and the ER model. What is data? It is a collection of information stored in a database, and the data is a representation of information, concepts, instructions in a formalized manner in which is suitable for communication interpretation by humans, and it is any fact that can be recorded. For example, text, numbers, alphanumerics, audio, video, image, etc. Next point is the database. What is a database? Actually, it is the collection of a data stored in a specific format so that it can be easily accessed. And also, it is the collection of interrelated data. Interrelated data means it includes the related fields. For example, storing a record of a student which includes the name, address and contact number of that student. Types of databases. There are different types of databases. Traditional database, multimedia database, geographic information system database, real-time databases. So first is the traditional database. Traditional database is the first database where manual paper-based systems, usually paper records, were stored in a filing cabinet. There were several problems associated with such databases, like the storage problem. It may lost or damage the records. Keeping the records up to date was difficult. Then searching for that records was time consuming. To maintain such records was costly, and the computerized database were developed in order to overcome these problems. Next one is the multimedia database. Multimedia database includes the image, video, audio. This is the multimedia database. Then geographic information system database. It includes the all type of geographical data. Then real-time database. Real-time database means the information is constantly changing, and which is different from the traditional database is the real-time database. For example, the stock market changes. Next point is the DBMS. It stands for the database management system, and the definition of the DBMS is collection of interrelated data and a set of programs to access those data. So it helps us to store and retrieve the database information in a convenient and efficient manner. DBMS stands for the database management system. The definition of the DBMS is collection of interrelated data and a set of programs to access those data. It helps us to store and retrieve database information in a convenient and efficient manner. There are different DBMS softwares were used to create a database. So MS Access, Oracle, SQL Server, MySQL DB2, Sabbath, these are the softwares were used. So the languages used by these softwares are SQL and PLSQL. So by using these query languages, we can create a database and perform some operations on that database. Functions of the DBMS. So one by one we will see the functions of the DBMS. The first one is the data definition. In a data definition, DBMS must be able to accept data definition in source form and convert them into an object form. Second one is the data manipulation. In a data manipulation, it handles requests like to retrieve, update, delete existing data and add a new data. Third one is the data security and integrity. In that, DBMS monitor the user's request and reject if violate the security and integrity rules defined by DBA. Next one is the data recovery and concurrency. In a data recovery and concurrency, it includes the transaction manager enforce the recovery and concurrency controls. Next one is the data dictionary. It includes its own definitions. And the last one is the performance. It performs all the functions efficiently. So this is the functions of the DBMS. Characteristics of the DBMS. In that, first characteristic is user's file approach. In that, single database is maintained and it is accessed by multiple users. Second one is the isolation between programs and data. In that, DBMS access programs are written independently. Structure of a data file is stored in a catalog separately. Third one is the multiple views. DBMS support multiple views of a data. Fourth one is the sharing of a data. So in that, only DBMS support this. Advantages of DBMS over file processing system. The first one is the independence of a data and a program. That both database and user program can be altered independently of each other, so that saving time and money. Second one is the controlling redundancy. In that, to avoid redundancy, DBMS use primary key. Third one is the data sharing ability. Data can be easily shared by different users. Fourth one is the data integrity. It ensures the quality of the data in a database. Next one is the centralized control. In that, DBA ensures that standards are followed. Next one is the data consistency. So data consistency is by controlling the data redundancy. Next one is the data concurrency. It is provided by using lock. Multiple users can access data simultaneously. Then data security. Security system must prevent corruption of existing data either accidentally or maliciously. Then performance and efficiency. DBA structure the database system to provide overall service at its best. Disadvantages of a DBMS. So first disadvantage is it is a costly. Means cost of developing or purchasing the software is very high. Second one is the backup and recovery operations are very complex. Next one is the excessive data entries may corrupt the data, and it requires more workspace because the execution and storage. Next one, we will see the applications of a DBMS. Actually, in a day-to-day life, the DBMS is used everywhere. So we will see some of the applications in this slide. The first one is the banking system. Actually, the DBMS is used in a banking system for the purpose of to keep or to maintain the information regarding account holders, like the name of the account holder, then address, account number, and many more information regarding the account of that customer. Next one is the airline system. In airline systems also the DBMS is used to maintain the information regarding the aeroplane, like departure time, arrival time, booking system, and the passengers. Next one is the universities. In universities, The DBMS is used to maintain the information about the colleges which are belongs to that university, and also the information regarding the students, courses, and also the faculty. Next one is the credit card transactions. The credit card transactions also used the DBMS. In that, information is maintained like the transactions we have made the online. Next one is the hospital management system. In a hospital management system, the DBMS is used to keep or to maintain the information regarding the hospitals. In that, the information about the doctors, patients admitted and relieved. The next one is the education. In education, the DBMS is used to keep the information regarding that particular course, students, that particular college, and also the faculties. In the course, which type of course that particular student is interested. All this information is maintained by using the DBMS software.